Hey, this is another episode of Candace Michelle Views, where I give my opinion on what I am viewing in the mainstream media or any platform that you could think of that they push into our face with full of agendas and influences. So today I'm going to do things a little bit different. I'm going to try to view the things. This is like a little rant video where I go over miscellaneous stuff. And I'm going to try to do it over my iPad. I'm going to just like push the iPad forward and then give my opinion so I can stop using that laptop because it's not working with me. And I want to make sure that what I'm saying is being taped and I don't have to continue to, you know, go over and over. So you guys have to work with my little videos. I know it's not as perfect as other people are doing, but maybe one day I can like buy software or something where it could get, you know, a better, you know, video quality that I could bring to you guys. So today I wanted to go over I watched like a YouTube video the other day, so I'm going to be like analyzing little things, pulling things from that of what my opinion is of what I got out of it. And also I wanted to go over some things where people are saying like, you know, why are they doing this, or like how are they like getting away with like changing their weights up and down and things like that. So I did watch a movie yesterday and you know, happy holidays, whatever you celebrate. I hope you enjoyed. I did, and I watched a movie yesterday, and I wanted to go over that because it was something to have an opinion about since they wanted us to view it. Yeah, so let's get started on some videos that I had. I believe this is from the industry, Tupac Industry Exposed. I believe that's the channel. If I'm incorrect, I apologize. But yeah, we're gonna go over that, all right?
It's T-S-U, doggy dog. S-U-1. Violence in rap music. Too much? Tupac. You see, that's the thing. We're just a reflection of society, all right? All right, you got cold pepperoni and cold sausage. You ain't gonna bust a cap in it. It's 10. I gotta shoot. For us, shoot him. I say shoot him. Now, let's say, you know, like, you know, you get after Cora, right? You know, somebody step on my Air Jordans, right? You know, you expect me to, you know, wait, you know, days to kill the man. You know, I ask you, you know, is that just, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the hell you say.
I already got plenty of guns, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too. It's you. Healthcare crisis.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost to the point where you're afraid to shoot people. I mean, not me personally, you know, because I will shoot people, but, you know, some people...
that homeboy walking across the street, fucking town.
Hey, not until we have universal health care in this country will you be able to be free to shoot anybody, anytime you choose.
I'll tell you what about NAFTA. All it means to me is that I can shoot cops in 3 different countries. That's all that means.
Well, I mean, hey, shoot to kill. Shoot to kill.
All right, shut up.
I predict this year the cops are going to insist on harassing me every time I bust a cap in somebody's butt.
I'm gonna blow out your other eye.
Get that thing.
Hey, shoot the bitch and you're dead.
Hey, don't you the thing, little man. Understand what I'm saying?
All right, now dropping Snoop for your 6-feet dick.
That's all the time you got for the night.
Great job. Thank you.
I'm playing ball.
I'm sorry, excuse me, Mr. Snoopy Dog. It's your stockbroker.
Oh, man, what's up?
You know, I told him to keep his money in utilities, and he just doesn't listen. You know,
And she's got 6 condos.
And don't go past the part where he's saying Mr. Snoopy Dog. That's probably where they get Snoop Dogg's name from. Snoopy from Charlie Brown. Know that they are most likely all these character names are from already hand down by other characters that's already been in the world. This is how you know that most of these people are just playing characters. But anyway.
Long Beach.
oh, you're right.
Some guy got a pimp slap to get a cappuccino around this place.
She's got 6 condos in Long Beach.
Oh, you're right.
Once you look back, you start to notice that Hollywood has always made reference.
Okay, so just off of that clip alone, and then we'll continue on. Yeah, my opinion about that, obviously, as you saw, where once they said cut, they all were like doing all, you know, the character, the role that was scripted for them. They stuck to the script, and as soon as it was yelled cut, they're no longer Tupac or Snoopy Dogg or Snoop Dogg. They become whoever they are, which I don't think we will ever know their real names, okay? So, when they say cut, and then they're like, oh, you know, who could I have to kill to get a cappuccino? And as I stated, they want us to be working to make they damn coffee and to fly their G5s. And, you know, you can have great jobs or low-end jobs, but they want you working so they can do absolutely nothing. And then the puppets work, obviously, but you know what I'm saying. You know, they have to go through a lot to just get their clearances of, you know, traveling the world and things like they feel like, well, we got you working, but you're not doing a 9 to 5. You're not killing yourself like that in an endless job in the hamster circle. Okay, you're working with us, and you know we have you do these scripts, and then you could go on to living your life, ready to kill somebody for a cappuccino, you know, when you're done. So I want people to know everything you are seeing, every single thing. I don't care what kind of video it is. I don't care what they have they're showing you on Instagram or anything, or you're like, oh, there was like now choppers in the shower, how does he have a mask? Everything is scripted, even down to him going in there, taking a shower, or things like in that nature. Anything that you see on there is literally a script, okay? Like, they're not giving you anything real. They're never going to show you that cut. They're never going to show you the part when they cut and then Tupac becomes more feminine. Tupac is a character. I don't know why this guy say, oh, was Tupac gay? Was Tupac character a bisexual? Probably. If that was in the script, then that's what he performed. I don't know what the real guy or what this guy name is. I don't know who, because to this day, even if he's MC Akil or whatever, we don't even know that guy's real name and identity. You know, we don't even know if that's another character, because it sounds like it. If you're in the industry and stuff, obviously it's a character. He's on, he's getting interviewed by white people. He's in like big groups of like, and I wouldn't say white people per se, but you know, in the format, how is this guy from Compton selling out shows overseas and things like that? And he's not even in London or something. He's like over in like areas where we're not getting over. Like, you know, I don't get how you would be selling out. And most of these things look very like, it was brick walls behind them and things like that. And they had wristbands. So you got to understand that all this stuff is scripted to a T. You're not seeing anything that's not scripted. Even like as far as like Ari and them, when they're like on the Instagram, like, oh, well, her man and things like that, scripted. Everything is scripted, okay? None of that stuff is real. They have agendas, and they have to push those agendas, okay? So, let me take a little bit of my little drink. I have a little drink. It's a pina colada. It was very festive yesterday, even though I don't celebrate Christ Mass. I call it Christ Mass, like a mass of people worshiping over Christ. Whatever, you know, whatever you enjoy. I do believe in higher powers. I just don't stick to a religion or a story. I like the stories. I know they give some truths, but I don't really take man-made things like to the heart. They will never get my heart ever again in life. You know? So that's a little pina colada. I Googled it and it came out great. Like, and I'll probably put a recipe up there one day. And a little bit of Douce. I like to drink it separate. Okay. So, yeah, everything is scripted, right? So let's move on to another clip that I wanted to show you guys.
That's what Tupac was. His acting, his craft, his art.
Here we have Tupac and Jada dancing. But notice how Tupac is moving more ladylike, while Jada is moving more like the man. The story was released with a set of pictures.
Okay? He was absolutely right about that. And this is the same clip, the industry exposed or whatever. He was absolutely right. Tupac was definitely dancing more feminine, and then Jada was, and then he's even dressed in a tank top, in, you know, a fitted tank top, and she's more of a loose shirt, which it should have been opposite, you know. And even if you want to say that's the times, that's what we're talking about. The times of these influences was what they wanted you. They wanted people to be out there doing these things. So, yeah, he was more feminine dancing and dressed, and she was more masculine. So you got to understand that when I say Cardi B may be Tokyo Styles or these guys may be doing, like, you know, they may not be female. The men might not be female, but they're definitely doing behavior. They're giving them the feminine touches, and they're making them out to be, and trust me, it all comes back to they all are in a sexual, you know, somebody, maybe I could look into one of these quotes they told me. If one of my commenters, but they didn't let go onto the YouTube. It came to my email, but it didn't go on my YouTube because they take some comments off. It's like some comments, I don't mind them taking off because I'll be looking for the comment. They be like, oh, sucking on you, and they be telling me I'm crazy. I try to go back and respond because, like, did you talk to your mother with that mouth? And that's all I gotta say. And I'm gonna keep it moving because you are entitled to your opinion. But, like, if you don't like the content, you could easily be like, I'm going. That's it. Like, it's over. If you're not into canceling them or thinking that these people are in your best interest, which I'm going to go get into, where they're not in your best interest, they actually tell you that they don't give a F about you, but you guys they still have followers, which I was talking about Ari, she tweeted something like that. But anyway, I'll get to that if I can find it. But Jada is dancing and acting like a male, and Tupac, and I don't know if they were born like that. I don't know if Jada was born a male and they turned female, or Tupac was born female and they turned male, because I'm telling you, it's weird like that. Or they just have them, he's born a male and behaved female, and she was born a female and behaved male, you know. But either way you look at it, you know they're doing opposite stuff. It's all about duality. It's all about the pillars, you know, bullseye or whatever, of Caesar or whatever. You know, I wish I could go, like, you know, give you the names, but I know the stories and I know, but I'm not gonna be like knowing by heart because I don't get programmed by none of that stuff. So that's why when I don't know names and stuff, because I'm like, I pass right by the info, even though I intake it and I understand the message, because I want to know the messages, what they're trying to give us, but I'm not going to intake it into my soul, my heart, my soul, because it's not worth that storage. Okay, I have other important things in there, like family and real friends, and, you know, people that's out here really trying to make their own music. And when you hear people making their own music, it might not be that great because they're not going to have the grimy little dirty Eli's make this, and once they get on, they're going to get a hit because it ain't even their stuff. So like people's stuff that's theirs. Like, have respect for somebody that doesn't have those engineers and don't have those writers, and they still making content that you can listen to, because it's not going to be that great if they don't, and I'm not trying to be funny, but it's not going to be that good because they don't have the assets. So if they had the assets, they're probably even better of what they could create. But once you get that assets, they don't let you be a creator no more. You got to follow the script. So this is what I'm talking about, the scam of it all, because we're watching things and these people are performing things that they are just trying to push upon us. Tupac is dancing around like a female because he wants to push that upon us. And that Tupac character, whoever this guy's name is, was doing what he was paid or whatever. And I don't know how much pain they really do. I'm telling you, they're born into it. I can probably show you stuff of another person page where they go into like the 1600s and things like that, where all these men were standing around with like black and white ties on and top hats. And they had like a whole bunch of babies and like incubator type things. It was like 3 kids to like a set, 3 babies, like, and people were coming to view it and stuff like that, with a new world and stuff, like when it was just coming to America, whatever. And I don't even believe in none of that stuff. No one is just coming nowhere. Okay, they were resetting. But anyway, yeah, they migrate, and reset means migrate. They're like flooding areas, not the whole world, flooding areas where people have to push and move, and they're still doing it to this day. They can't even get away with saying flood the world no more. They gotta say, oh well, just India is flooded. Now they gotta let people in from Australia and this and that. So that's a reset, because they're going to go back to that area in 10 to 15 years. They're going to build it back up, and there'll be a new area for new people, whatever agenda they have to have people. But anyway, that's beside the point. I can't really go and jump into too many subjects. I want to stick to like how they are scamming and why they are doing it and how they are accomplishing it, and knowing that everything they do is very much handled and scripted. They always got somebody right next to them, right? Or like you're always going to see them with a handler and things like that nature. Okay, so let me move on.
Also one of the first supposedly dated Madonna, who was the biggest icon for the LGBTQ. Madonna. She was also one of the first major superstars to show support for the gay community. Tupac allegedly being with Madonna sounds like an inside Hollywood joke.
I'm very intrigued by bisexuality and homosexuality. But the idea of two men having sex is still
like what? Like what the hell is intriguing about? Why I'm very intrigued. It's either you are a bisexual. Like I don't care what you are. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that the world has been infiltrated and programmed for so long that now things are going to be naturally like that. So I'm not condemning what you naturally have adapted for so long of being programmed and not understanding what was happening. Even I have been a victim of thinking I had it and I was getting over and I'm like, oh, I know it now and I'm conscious and this and that. And then I realized even that it's a lot. You know, you don't want to be conforming to anything except your own well-being. And let's just keep it going.
Most of Tupac's style was pulled directly from females. The nose ring is feminine. How he wore his bandana was pulled from a female. Perhaps.
Okay. As you see I wanted you to catch that part. That was annoying.
Perhaps.
Yeah, you see the ancient mama, the lady that they teach you in school about. You know, that lady. And you see the headband. So you're seeing this on females. His headband and the ancient mama, which you didn't get in the clip. So you're seeing that on females, right? So they're not missing a beat. They've been doing this for a long time. Those females, the ancient mama and the lady, they teach in school from the 1920s where they started having women work in factories and things like that. They are pushing people to do things and become things, and that generation is becoming it. So how do you even know you're living your actual life? You're living a life that has been pushed upon you, and you're cattle. You're literally being pushed that way. You're sheep. You're being pushed this way. The sheep herder is herding you guys, and that's the agenda. Okay.
Perhaps Rosie the Riveter or Aunt Jemima. Look at the picture.
Okay, I don't know what happened here. So I'm off script. I don't really set up for nothing. I just go through a lot of my footage.
Whack 100 commented saying, Tupac, rapist, half gay. Trey Songz sent out a tweet associating Tupac with homosexuality.
Now, mind you, they're talking about Whack 100 said Tupac is gay. Like, first of all, you already know that these are all scripted characters. They know Tupac is a character. They know Tupac character is called to be gay. So they are able, these scripted people that's vogue and saying, oh, Tupac is gay, y'all acting like they're giving us info. It's all scripted. What Trey Songz is saying is all scripted. It's nothing that's being said on this internet, on their tweets, that are being done by the actual person in their life. These people are characters. Trey Songz is a character. Okay, they are going to, anything that they put up with that Trey Songz label is going to be scripted, because that job, whoever he works for, is not going to allow whoever he really is speak. Okay, not under the Trey Songz name. Okay, that's not Trey Songz. It's just like you going to work and you're like, I always use Target, whatever. And you go to work for Target and it's like, okay, I'm Candace the Target worker. Candace Michelle the Target worker, okay? I'm not Candace Michelle at home where I can say whatever I want, do whatever I want. I'm not going to be at my job and somebody come and say, hey, where's the cookies? And I'm like, oh, well, the industry sucks and, you know, everything's a scam, man, and you shouldn't eat no cookies because it's a lot of bad stuff in it. You really think I could do that at Target while I clocked in? Once I clock in, I no longer am Candace Michelle. I am Candace Michelle, the Target worker. And that's all they want me to do is be a Target worker. They don't want you to do nothing else. So what do you think Trey Songz is doing? When they are clocked in, when they use this name, when they're over here tweeting and stuff, under Trey Songz, they are on the clock. They are on the clock. We don't know what they do in their real life. You're never going to see that. You're never going to see it. I will hope that your family is something that you see, but then most of these people don't even know much. They don't even be around their family. You don't even see them promote their family like that. Like, and even if they are, you're never going to be aware. You're never going to be aware of what they do for their work. If I come home from a hard day of work, no one's aware of what my work week was. Okay, my family and I come home from with my family and I had an attitude. I'm like, oh, don't talk to me. Let me take my clothes off and stuff. They don't know why, because the day sucked. And I'm not going to tell you everything. I'm not going to tell you that the lady told me to wipe down all the tables just because I stocked everything out fast, you know, and if you have a maintenance worker that gets paid for that, but guess what? You just want me to keep working. Do you not get it? These people have to keep working. They work for people, okay? You like my little funny pony. Let me take a little drink break. You know, I'll be here for a while, and a lot of times I get really dry mouth. So, give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, so let me continue on.
Bodyguard Frank Alexander, he states, I may as well spell it out. Tupac had a horse cock. He noticed because of the infamous death row.
Now, him saying Tupac had a horse, whatever, trust to believe, whether he had one or not, it was all scripted. These people are sex slaves, okay? They're going to be promoting stuff like this all the time. It's going to be later on in the script. I'm going to show you other people that has been promoting sexual things, and you guys, unbeknownst to y'all, they're infiltrating all kinds of ways, even with like snacks with the honey buns that they've been pushing out. And we'll get to that. But yeah.
Party, where Suge Knight flew in 40 females. This is not something a heterosexual man would write. In my mind, it's all psychology, the science of mind and behavior. They're making straight fans fantasize over Tupac unknowingly, hence why...
Okay, now do you get it? The infiltration of your brain. You think they care about Tupac having a horse? You think they care about that? Only thing they care about is the message that is going to your brain. They got men hearing that and men thinking, oh, I'm not gay. I don't care about no. But you heard it and they're pushing it right in your face. And then your brain is psychologically, even if you have to say, I don't like it, you're still talking about his cock. You're saying you don't like the cock. So they still got you talking about it. You see how the infiltration, the psychology, the psyops of it all?
Many fans seek to find females that supposedly had sex with Tupac, which is why most male fans make it a point to prove Tupac had sex with Faith Evans. Most females aren't seeking these things out. It's men focused on the idea of Tupac sleeping with 40 women, or having what Frank Alexander calls a horse. Gays shaped Hollywood and made the straight fantasize about another man.
Okay.
That's the movie Friday After Next.
Okay. So it's not about Tupac having a horse, nothing. And as I stated before, they say that about like the stuff they say about Safari. I've heard stories about celebrities where they hook up with people and it sounds like they all had the same situation, right? With the Safari, the Tupac. I've had friends that hooked up with celebrities and they have the same stories, right? I think they're putting prosthetics on them. Like, you all can't have the same situation, hooks and all that. Everything is the same. I'm hearing the same repetitive stuff. Just like I'll show you the repetitiveness of the honey bun situation. There's different celebrities soliciting this honey bun situation. And I'm going to get into that. But, yeah, I've heard a lot of people, like, talking about the private parts. And it's like, okay, I think they're putting pieces in there. Okay? I think they're extending them and giving them extendos. And on top of that, I think somebody be careful sleeping with some of these people, because I think the agenda is usually when they're out in the crowd looking for a female to take home is to give you stuff. I could be wrong, not everyone, but I believe most of these people are probably out there passing things to people on purpose, looking out and like, you're a celebrity, what are you doing messing with regular people? And I know it's like, oh, groupie situation, but bullcrap. You could have a groupie with whatever, but they're looking for regular people and they're trying to take them out or have them in a doc. Like, it's all about the circulation of what they want in this world. Okay, it's a lot of things that could be cured, but they're not doing it. They're trying to get you on a prescription forever. They're not going to cure you. They're going to give you a prescription forever. Like, listen to the scam. Be careful out here. Don't play with these celebrities. A lot of these celebrities, they're trifling. Yeah, and like I said, I believe that they're giving them pieces and extendos because they're sex. They're sex slaves. Okay. Most of these people are expected to perform a certain thing and do certain stuff. All right. And I believe that they equip them with what they need. So, like when Quincy Jones approaches, which, like I said, I don't like. Yes, it might be scripted. But yes, he probably really approached homeboy, and don't think for 1 second that he ain't get what he wanted. All right, that they're gonna give you a story like, oh, he approached that, but they're not gonna give you that he didn't even have to probably approach him. He already is doing. They already are part of this, and they know he probably already did something with that guy. but they're gonna give you the story because that's how the story works. Like, oh, look what he's trying to do, and Tupac, he's dating his daughter. Does that make any sense? So yeah, they just want to push that story out on you, you know. So this is a little bit all over the place. I'm trying to get to another scene. So yeah, let's get to the. I'm gonna stick on the thing of now you see that it's very scripted, right? They say cut and then they're a whole different person. We don't even know. We never see that. We never see that side, right? So now I'm gonna show you how they play with the body, okay? With the height, with the weight, whatever way you want to look at it. Now I watched this movie the other day. I was watching this yesterday on Netflix. Okay, I don't know if this is the last movie that this guy made, Chaz Baldwin or whatever. I don't know if this is the last movie he made or if he's going to be in like the new, you know, if they do another Black Panther, which you know they are. They made so much money, had us throwing up X's all day, looking stupid. You know, now you see what the X's you were throwing up is for. You should know by now that you were throwing up a bunch of sixes and everybody was coming in there with their African outfits on, showing that those kind of skits. When they really probably was just voodooist people, and you thinking that they just being festive with African drapes, and these are probably voodoo, black alchemy type people that was promoting, you know, the X's, the sixes, okay? So now, I don't know if this is his last movie, but the way how they promoted it, it was like, oh, this is his last, you know, you want to see him when he's sick or whatever. So I watched it. And when I tell you this was not to be funny, but a 360, and I don't want you to harass me. This is the word, you know, a 180 and a 360. 180 is 9 and 360. This is the words that America will give you. And we've been using it unbeknownst to us. But yeah, the terminology of 360 is what I want you to understand. Okay? Not me using the numbers. Because I'm not down with that crap. I don't get jiggy with that. All right? I got a higher power source than what they got. They shit is weak. They gotta live off of fear. I live off of life. So yeah, so anyway, this guy, he supposed to be his last movie or something. So I said, I'm gonna check it out, right? I said, I'm gonna check it out. Couldn't believe what I was watching. Watch it and tell me how you felt when you saw him in Wakanda, when you was like, and look, I know I got purple and stuff, but this is what Rainbow had. Like, they had like, I was looking for lavender, but they didn't have it in my size. This was like literally the only thing they had in my size. And the other thing was like black. So I was like, look, I'm gonna just have to wear the purple, okay? Leave me. I love pink. Unfortunately, I love pink. I love femininity, and I know what butterflies mean, but I do like the symbolism of it, but it's not in the MK Ultra situation. So just to go, you know, because sometimes you see stuff in the back, you be like, oh, what the hell? Nothing like that, you know, it's just creativity, honey. But anyway, yeah, so this guy, when I watched it, I was like, okay, I loved him in Wakanda. He was so proud. I was so proud and whatever, you know, not proud, but you know what I'm saying. Like, it was a great concept of a movie. He was showing strength, and even though he was being funny with people, he didn't want to go to LA to help them. You know, they wanted to stay in their own. And then eventually at the end of the movie, he ended up going or whatever. So, you know, it gives them some slack over that. But anyway, it was a great movie for image, right? A great image. And then here you go, last movie of his. Look at the image they displayed, the character he displayed here. The guy literally did 3-6 reference 100%. He was just like, I'm signing people. I'm not only am I down with the devil, I'm helping sign people up. He said this literally in the movie. And then he goes on to being the most ignorant black man you could think of. And this is his role, his character he's playing. And I don't care about versatility. This is what you go for one thing and then goes all the way to this. And then he's referencing, I'm going to get mine. And mind you, he died and all that. So it's like, who would play a role like that? You're literally, in this movie, he looks very skinny. And he's like the most healthiest skinny guy I ever saw. I've had family that died from cancer, okay? I've had family that died from cancer, right? So we're not making fun of none of that, all right? Because real people get affected by that shit, all right? Took a lot of females out, you know, and I'm not even gonna go in there. So, and I've seen a lot of people die and wither away. And when they get this skinny, they don't look healthy and happy. They be so weak. There's no performance he could do. It's nothing that he would have been able to do to make me believe that he was really that sick. Okay? No matter what weight he did. Just like 50 Cent did with that movie where he lost a lot of weight and looked sick. He wasn't sick. And he looked more, 50 Cent looked more sick than him. He looked like he was taking a lot of a juice cleanse, you know? Like he was on a juice cleanse or something. Like that's how skinny he was. Like he just like a very healthy skinny, like Dr. CB. And I don't want to hear about Dr. CB, okay? Anything they put on the Main Street platform is bullshit. It's fucking fuckery. Nipsey was about to do a documentary. Nick Cannon was taking... Don't talk to me about Dr. C. They give you some stuff, and then they'll tear you up, okay? They give you these things and they'll kill them. And before I would ever talk about him, I made sure to look at the funeral and everything. Was that him in a casket? Like, go to the Biggie funeral. Big, shout out to Conchita. That opened my eyes to that, you know? The Biggie funeral with the white casket he's in, it didn't look nothing like him. And then he didn't look as big enough. And then they take him out in the brown. It's like, so when I looked at the Dr. CB funeral, it was a joke, okay? They never got close up on it. It was a lot of moving around. They love to shake stuff around, shake it up. So anyway, don't watch anything like that. If anything in the footage is like this, or they cut things off right on, no one take footage like that. People take footage till everything is going. And they be still as hell, and they be thirsty. They probably run to the scene, but then they try to get everything. So if it's a little wild and you gotta squint and scratch that, bullcrap. Don't listen to it. Don't fall for it. So yeah, Dr. CB, Rant. Mind you, Lisa Left Eye Lopez, like I said, she ain't dead. Died at Dr. CB's, you know, plantation, whatever the hell that was. She was there detoxing and did a whole VH1 skit at his site. So he's obviously let production and stuff there. You guys, this is all scripted, okay? All scripted. So, yeah, so back to the movie with this guy. It really wasn't about the guy. It's really about the lady. So, the lady right here, that she's supposed to be playing this lady, Ma Rainey. And the movie wasn't that bad. I'm not really into movies, and now I know like how most of this stuff is promoting certain stuff. This movie promoted a lot that you should not follow. Everything in this movie, do the opposite. Like, because you know everything they do. I'm telling you, do the opposite, and you should be good with whoever you believe in. If you're looking for that higher power, you know, whatever name you want to use, if it's the actual higher power. And then people with religion, I always say, you know, when they tell me there's something, I have no problem with that. The only thing I want to know is, are you a good person? Like when they say, oh, I'm Muslim. Okay, and how are you in that religion? Are you a good person? Are you doing great deeds? Because I don't care if you're in a religion. The religion is for the structure of your life. They give you that to control you, to make sure that you're doing unto others and others do unto you. You don't need a religion for that, right? If you already have a great situation going on and you understand that you just, you know, you're pushing forward with whatever you could, and whatever bad stuff, you just keep it to yourself and don't rain on somebody's parade, you should be okay in life, okay? You shouldn't have to worry about when you get to wherever you're going that they're going to be like, oh, you can't, well, why? I don't have to subscribe to nothing to be a great person. So when somebody saying, oh, I'm Christian, I'm this and that, I'm like, okay, cool. And how are you in that religion? Like, are you a good person? Or are you out here just being a nice... And I'm not talking about staying on the corner promoting it. I'm talking about, are you a good person in your life? Because if you found these religions, are you a great person? So if that's the answer is yes, then go for it. Like, enjoy your religion. No one's stopping you. But if you say claiming religion, but if you sucky and you're always nasty to people and stuff, it's like I don't care what you rep. I'm looking at how you treating people and how you acting. I don't know if you could rep whatever. You know, you could be this, you could be that, you could be crib, whatever. You could be Christian, you could be whatever you want. But, you know, what kind of person are you as that? You know, that's all I care about. So the lady, Miss Rainey, okay? Her body, she had to change her body. She had to change her body in this movie. This lady is not this size. This lady right here is not this size of this lady, right? So they had to enhance her in this movie. Now, mind you, I'm telling you how realistic it could be. And this is a movie. So know that Hollywood is Hollywood. Hollywood is Hollywood. And even if they're out here tweeting or outside shopping or showing their boo, everything is scripted. They can have they get ready. You think even when you see them, you think this is a regular day. They done went through a whole glam squad, okay? They done went through a whole get up. Like, they're not doing all that. It's production time, okay? So Just take a look at her. Just get a good look at her shape, okay? They made her very big. They made her boobs look humongous. This lady is nowhere near this shape, okay? She didn't gain no weight for this role. She didn't gain enough. They got all prosthetics even down to the neck, okay? The neck is big and swollen. Her face is big. They made her boobs look huger. They gave her a big belly. And of course they promote, look at this girl. She messes with the Justin Timberlake dude. I forget his name, you know. So she's all these people are sodomites, okay? She date that guy that plays Justin Timberlake, plays that guy. I done looked into that. Definitely a same person. All right? And look at they promoting. Look what she's promoting. She's like all pimping on her and stuff like that. Okay? All right? That was her role in here to be like some type of big lady. You know, big lotto. Whatever they want to do nowadays, they saying. All right? Look how sweaty her face look. Looking like young Pharaoh on her forehead. I'm telling you. Look at the buildup on her forehead. She got buildup all over her face. Okay? So don't ask me about how they doing the sides and stuff. Because they make it work. They make it happen. If they need to lose weight like the guy that I told you looked sickly or 50 Cent. If they need to lose weight, they're going to lose all that weight. If they got to do things, they're going to do it. They're going to fit that role. Like, that's why the other person disappears sometimes if the weight got to be drastic or something. And look, she could interchange her body. And when the work day is done, she would go back to how she looks as the other character. Because mind you, the person that I'm telling you that don't look like this, she's still a character after she gets out of this character. It's characters on top of characters. This is what they do. This is their life. This is their living, all right? So now this is the part where she gets down and she, look at her neck. Look at her neck and face. All this stuff is swollen and added on. Even down to the bone part, the bone structure of... Even down to the bone structure of her neck, okay? Look at her fat neck, okay? This is all fake. She's not this big in real life, okay? Don't think for a second she gained weight for it because she didn't have to. They put her in a suit. Even her legs. How would she get swollen looking legs like this? You got to watch the movie if you really want to get a good look at it. This is all I can give you. But if you look at the movie, I'm like, look at her. She's grabbing and massaging his fake legs. This is build fat suit on. And it looks so real. Okay? So don't ask me how they're doing it. Just know that this is big time. This is important. They play important roles. They are gatekeepers. All right? These people are ruling the world. This ain't no joke. This is not a joke. They're ruling the world. They're ruling the world, okay? So stop asking how they're doing it and why they're doing it. Because they're ruling the world. Like, if you rule the world, and these are the rules to rule the world, you're going to follow through with it. And they're going to feel like they're doing something important, okay? Look at her. Look at the shiny sweat. This is how you be seeing that this is a buildup. Look at the shiny sweatness to it. Did y'all not get it? Look at the neck. Look at the neck. Janky. And this is something that you know is face mask and stuff. This is something you know. This is not face mask. Like, you thinking plastic mask that they pull it. Some people probably do that. For a quick, fast, put something on their face. But other people are doing a buildup on their actual body. So it's like you thinking, oh, this lady gained weight. No, she didn't. And that's why she looks so shiny and like with the Chloe G face. I showed you the other girl had a natural looking face and then Chloe G had like a build up like this. Okay? So I'm trying to give you as much evidence as I can because I just can't believe that some people are still confused. It's nothing to be confused about. If you hear everything they say, if you really take into all the messages they give you, the messages clear as day and say, you know, they work with the devil. They doing this. They promoting transgender stuff and this and that. You know, they tell you exactly what's going on. Look at the sweatiness of that suit. That suit probably hot as hell in there. Like they get the itchy face enough, but she ain't getting itchy face because they cannot do that in their movie skits. They can't be rubbing their nose, switching their nose like Young Pharaoh 5 seconds with the serpent tongue, okay? This is a movie. They can't do all that there, all right? But look at the back of her head and all that. Can't tell that she got all this fake stuff on. Then you think her boobs is that big and her butt and her stomach is this big? Like, go away. And they don't really they don't really have to do much because she got clothes on. But imagine she had to do a scene where it wasn't that much clothes. They're gonna make it look realistic because you saw how she was massaging the lady's leg, and her leg was really thick and swollen. Okay, Look how they got her. They got her boobs protruded out. Her boobs is nowhere near that big. So you got to understand how it's all going down. This is all for the role. And these people are going to do what they have to do to get the job done, okay? That's what they're there for. So we're going to move on to this lady. Okay? Jaguar Ride. Everybody talking about this goddamn lady like she ain't. Everybody, I don't care who you name. Everybody is a part of this. You will never even hear about their name or know about them. They will make sure that you stay local. You're never going to get across too far. You're never going to get super big. You're never going to get this. Nobody even knows her. She hits the scene. Boom. You know, you're never going to do that without being a part of something. I don't care who you name, okay? Some people just going to have to face the facts that they're all puppets. They're all scripted. You're never going to get a platform if they're not scripted, okay? Let's just be honest. So Jaguar Wright, even look at the name. She's a character. So she's even doing these YouTubes, her truth YouTubes in her stage name, Jaguar Wright. I don't think she was born with the name Jaguar Wright. So you should already know that whatever Jaguar Wright is saying, she's in her character. She's being paid. She's using that name, okay? She's not going to use the name of her stage if she wasn't, you know, not doing it. So she's going to talk about, now I know you guys love Now chapter, but unfortunately she helps promote my idea, my ideology, my opinion, that, you know, Bree Shaw, she said, calls him Yaz, the guy from Empire, actually plays the role in Now chapter. She's going to give you some details. Hopefully you listen. I'm going to repeat it if you didn't hear it. And then I'm going to advise you on how it fits my script, okay?
Got Yaz and everything all up back home now. Oh, now he back home. Now, when I talked to his mama and asked her how he was and if he was still in jail, could I go pray with him?
Now, you hear she says she asked Yaz's mama, because she was talking about how Yaz got taken to Will Smith's house by she was trying to out some manager named Charlie or something. And I guess Charlie, she is the manager with Yaz, and he took Yaz to get pimped out by Will Smith. This is what she was saying, right? And then she goes on to say that she knows Yaz's mother, because obviously they all plants. This is all scripted. She's being told to tell these things about these people because you see young Yaz in them, and you're gonna be getting pimped out like young Yaz because this is what they do to get on, right? So she's giving you an indirect story to influence you guys. I just don't get the psychological part about it. But anyway,
she started lying to me, telling me that he was still in jail and she didn't know where he.
Let's rewind it a little bit.
And she started lying to me, telling me he was still in jail as. Got Yaz and everything all up back home now. Oh, now he back home. Now, when I talked to his mama and asked her how he was and if he was still in jail, could I go pray with him? And she started lying to me, telling me that he was still in jail and she didn't know where he was and she wasn't allowed to speak to him. And I went to the Nation of Islam, hoping that somebody would be.
You hear that? Did you hear it? Did you hear it? Yo, she said that his own mama didn't know where the hell he was. And she like, yo, if he in jail, let me go and pray with him. He not even in jail. She took him out. Then the mama had to like tell her like she didn't even know where he was at. If she tried to go to the Nation of Islam to figure out what does that even make sense? Why are you going to the Nation of Islam to find somebody that his own mama didn't know where he was at? And you know where he was at, right? If they're claiming he was in jail and he was not in jail, she's giving you indirect truth. You gotta start pulling the truth out of what they do. They do stuff and it's all conjumbled with truth and lies and agendas. You just gotta pull what you need out of it and leave all the rest of the stuff in the garbage. Okay? If he was not in jail, then nobody knew where he was at. What was he doing? Playing Now chapter. Anyway.
Able to find her son just to find out she was lying. Only reason she would have lied to me about something like that was if you told her to, Charlie. Just like you told her to lie.
And you see how she tried to say it and she kind of stuttered and she kind of almost went off script and then cat back and stayed on script. If you peep it, watch.
About all of that to Charlie. Just like you told her, hoping that somebody would be able to find her son just to find out she was lying. Only reason she would have lied to me about something like that was if you told her to, Charlie.
She almost went on script. These people got to stay on script.
Like you told her to lie about all of that shit in that book. Because Larry Loud was a good father to Yaz. And if anybody needs to help Yaz, it's Larry. It ain't you, Charlie.
Now, who the hell is Larry? Is that his actual father or is that his daddy? I'm telling you, these people are all sex slaved out, and they all got handlers, and they all interlude their stories that they're being told to tell. So that she's giving you no truth. She's just advising that this is a whole bull crap game that they all promote each other to stay in. Because this is trying to make them seem like there's more realness to what's going on. And it's, none of this stuff is real. They might be getting sexed out. He might have got taken to Will Smith's house and got sexed out and all that. But all these people are scripted in characters when they come to telling the truth.
Because the only thing you do is help little boys and young black men into the Smith compound. And then they turn out and run around 2-3 days later screaming.
So if that's the case, Miss Truth, why the hell you ain't report these people? You know, they send their boys to a Smith compound. Now, remember I told you they don't live in these houses. These houses is out for rent. I remember one day, Kylie came downstairs and was like, oh, who is that? People was already walking in your crib. Like, how you don't know who's coming to your crib? Like, don't give me that. Sirens should be going off and stuff before somebody enter your big mansion. They got people with keys and all that popping up in their crib, not even their family. Like, listen, y'all don't understand it to the you know, you're not gonna understand it. But let's go.
You know, if your life was a movie, it would be The Vampire of Brooklyn, except for you.
Look at her promoting movies and all that. Look, these people are janky. They're janky, man. Cancel all of them. Don't think, oh, Jack, right, telling them, cancel all of these people with big platforms that are just like having all the knowledge, but don't never get touched. Like, yo, these people rule the world. You don't think they could touch you? They could touch you. They could figure it. They got cameras everywhere. As soon as you step out, you don't probably have to step out your house. All these devices, stop. They're able to do these things. They're allowing them to say these things. Okay, don't be silly. Don't be silly. Okay, so I wanted to. That was my main situation, was to go over the characterisms of the fact that none of the stuff they do is actually real. Everything is, they clock in. Anything they do under that name is they're staying in their character. And also, you see how they can do whatever they need to do with the body shape, as far as the guy being sick and skinny in that movie, or the woman being bigger and swollen ankles and swollen neck. They're going to give them what they need. They're going to fit the script. They're going to do the job. All right? So we can move on from that. Now I'm just going to go on some random crap, okay? Now we're going to go back on Cardi. Just in case if y'all thought stuff was Photoshop, this is the same goddamn picture in different angles. Same day. You telling me every single picture that they had of her, it ended up being, 1 second. Sorry. You gotta work with me. Okay? So you telling me every picture, every angle gonna have that, is gonna have that there? Okay, look like something was removed. Look like something was cut there. Look like something was shaved down, but it couldn't go away all the way. Shouldn't nothing be protruding like that. This is different pictures of the same day. Just so you guys don't think that things was Photoshop. Would all of that be Photoshop? You telling me? That's how it works nowadays? Where everything will be Photoshop? Okay? Every picture, different pictures, different versions of it. Then you gotta start realizing that this girl always keeps her neck covered up. Okay? She always has her neck covered up. Numerous of pictures with turtlenecks. Okay? Because there's a lot of things going on here, right? So a lot of turtleneck situations going on. A lot of things I don't really see, like, I don't know. But this picture, this day, they did not care. This day, that day, they didn't care to cover anything, okay? So this is another picture that I just felt like if you guys didn't think I was accurate, then whatever. You show me better, okay? I know what I've been into getting the scoop for a long time. My intuitions, I always roll with it. I don't hesitate. That's why I do what I do, and I advise everybody to start doing that. Never hesitate. Roll with your intuition. Don't think that, oh, did I just hear that? Yeah, you did just hear that. Is this what is going on? It is what's going on. Don't hesitate to look at the ears. Look at the ears, bro. Okay? So So, yeah, let's leave her alone and let's go on to her sister. As I told you, she's a handler. She was definitely her real sister. She just had a birthday. She didn't go nowhere near her sister. They just gave each other shout outs. They just had Thanksgiving. She did not go nowhere near her family. They just said, you know, whatever. Cardi just had a big birthday bash. She did not come. Cardi didn't come see her. They are not even hanging out like that no more. Like, they just bull crapping like, oh, hey, girl, do an act whenever they got to do their cameos. But she's done. The role is done with them. Okay? And look, she's definitely a player. All right? She's definitely a player. Look at Cardi. Look at the little weirdness of the neck. And look how she's covering her mouth. Code of silence. Like, you better not tell nobody, girl. Better not tell nobody. And she wouldn't tell nobody because she's the handler. And as I was talking about, look at this. She posted this on her birthday. At first, I was looking like, who will show their little nipple like that, right? But then Hennessy actually reposted this on her page. And this is like a video, right? This was like a video. You could have took a still shot of any part of that video. Why the still shot that you took a part of, it was this part? This is like a very short clip, and then she covered it like, oh, whoa. And then everybody in the comments like, oh, we already saw that little nipple, right? And then you want to repost the nipple part, the still shot? This is a video. You could have still shot at anything. Now, mind you, look at the nipple. Bro. Like, not mind the baby. These people are innocent. Even though they're going to train us, they're innocent. Even though they're going to train them, you know? But, bro, look at this. Is that a woman's nipple or is that somebody that's taking hormones? Is that somebody that's taking... Look, it's nothing there. I got small ones, and I seen people with small ones, and, bro, they got a little bit more skin attached. It's just like a hormone situation here, right? Like a hormone situation. And mind you, in other pictures, before she got her boobs done, it don't look this little. So they showed you this on purpose. She reposted this on purpose because she know what she is. Okay? And they're going to keep quiet about it. Don't play with me. Don't play. You telling me anything is this small and it looks like this, you're lying. You're lying. I've seen small chests and stuff and it don't look like no hormones, a little bit of nipple. No. That's my idea. That's my opinion, okay? Of what they're showing us. They showed us that. And that's my opinion about it, all right? So we're not going to get to the Kardashians yet. We're not going to get there just yet. Okay? Because I want to stick on the agenda of the sex trade and how they are trends. They're doing the opie dope on everybody. And I don't want you guys to forget that. Like, that's the main subject, okay? So we're going to get to this honey buns. We're going to get to the honey buns, okay? Now, little baby just had a birthday. Oh, God, where's the volume at? Okay.
Give me a Prada bag because he's proud of me. Full of honey buns.
Look at his face.
With a honey bun. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, now we're going to slow it down for you. He gave him, James Harden gave him honey buns. I would pause. I would be uncomfortable, right? A bag full of honey buns, right? Then look how he looks when he tell him, oh, he gave you a bag full of honey buns. Look at his face. Like, I sure did give you some honey buns. You sure do got some honey. Look at that face. You sure do got honey buns. Now, listen to when he tells it, and he say the honey bun, they going to go to that face, right? So don't lose it. It's going to go fast.
Give me a Prada bag because he's proud of me. Full of honey buns.
Look, full of honey buns. They go, yo. Then he showed the money. They don't go to his face for the Prada bag. He said, oh, give me a Prada bag. They don't go to James Harden's face. Then he says he gave me 100 honey buns. They go to his face. The camera goes to his face because this is all strategic. It's all planned. Nothing is not scripted with these characters, okay? The big Dior sign, everything is there for a reason. Stop copying from these people. Stop buying this stuff, all right? You don't need it. Get whatever you want. Put your own name on it. That's my style. That's my swag. That's the lifestyle we're going to start living. Put your own brand on it. Yeah, so, or buy your friend's brand, okay? There's a lot of people out here doing their own thing now because they get it, all right? We got to start cutting the E-lights out and start living real lives, all right? Without them torturing us all day. So, anyway, he goes to the honey bun, and they show his face. You saw that face. It goes real fast, but they show the face. Then he talks about the honey buns. they don't go straight to his face for that. So they only go to his face for the honey buns, right? So I just want to make sure that y'all know I'm not reaching, okay?
Give me a Prada bag because he's proud of me. Full of honey buns.
So I think,
honey bun. You know what I'm saying?
and he waited for the camera to come back. So you see how scripted this is. Look, he do the cross now. Look at this. Wow, you're gonna put the cross for this kind of stuff? You're gonna use Jesus in a name for that? It ain't about the Prada bag, it ain't about no honey buns, it's about them honey buns. They be promoting y'all to catch up. Don't catch up with them, because all this stuff is fake props. All of it's fake props, they're not paying for nothing. So don't follow these people. Don't let them gas you. Look at this. Look at his hair. Look at James Harden here and how he looks. He looks super weird. Look at this. Look at this guy. Is he still the same person? James Harden looks super weird, right? So mind you, I didn't really want to be like, oh, because it's honey buns, right? Whatever, right? But mind you, they always do like a circulation of, like, you'll hear something like they said Miss Obama did a speech and then Trump wife did the same speech. She didn't steal no Miss Obama speech. This is already written, like that was the concept they wanted you to believe, but they recycle a lot. They're not the Miss Obama and them is not the only people that recycle stuff, right? So not to skip over him, but then the next thing after that goes over is this scandal. Rapper Lil Baby deactivates his Instagram after his sex tape leak. So trust me, they're promoting sexual things. He's promoting prostitutes. His girl acting like she like, oh, it's bad for business. Why are y'all not listening to them? Why are y'all not taking what they're saying serious? It is bad for business. That's why she's like all this stuff. Like they're promoting for you to pay for prostitutes, bro. And don't be surprised if you get something from these people that you can't get rid of and they're gonna have you on medication for the rest of your life. All right? That's the plan. That's the agenda. Now, mind you, don't think that I'm tripping about no honey buns. Here go Regine dog named Honey Bun. All right? Then here go Mulatto. She gave food out. Peeped the whole truck of honey buns. Look at her. She threw up the true thing. You didn't see the front yet. Okay. Is that the honey buns right there? Hello. Cart full of honey buns, okay? Right before they did the coding. Before they got to all the honey buns, they did a code. Look at the look. Oh. Ooh. What was the point of her doing that? Why she just couldn't keep her two fingers together on her face? Why did they have to get to that point and then boom, here goes the honey buns? Are y'all not getting honey buns? Do y'all not get the honey buns agenda now? Are y'all not getting it? Look at some oodles and noodles. Who's she buying oodles and noodles for in a bunch of waters? Okay? Come on. Come on. I know you guys are smart. I know you guys are smart. And whoever doesn't like my content or whatever, if they pay you or you got your little clearance, your film, this is how y'all eat, get out of here. Because I don't eat off them. I don't eat that way. I gotta work. And I have no problem working, but let these people start working. Let them get out and get a job. This ain't work. This ain't work. This is sexual slave, born into, corrupted, infiltrating, harassing real people. It's a whole bunch of us that they are harassing to make sure that we work our asses off to try to obtain any kind of decency of life. It's not fair. It's not cool. I'm going to continue to say what I say because it's not something that I want to do. I don't like how my mother, personal experience, she don't want to get a master's. You could get a master's degree and all that and don't even be working in that field. Or you'd be paying back something for, like, listen, it's a scamola. I went and got a college degree, but I didn't go as far as putting out debt because I don't believe in, who knows if I'm going to be even in the field and all that. So, like, I strategically do what I do. Because I want to make sure that people, you know, if they're giving free learning, I'm going to take that. But once it gets to the paying and it's going to a certain field that, and then you don't even know if you're going to stay in that field, you're going to, well, yeah, peace out on that. No, I'm not good on that. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get me on that. You're not going to get me stuck like that. Okay, I've said it's saying 10% and I've been here for like an hour. But thank God that it's being taped and I'm not like having to do this more than once. So I'm fine with doing an hour. Hopefully YouTube will upload it. Anything over an hour, YouTube takes about a day or two to upload. It's annoying. But they're not going to stop the show. I promote people to make their own videos. And please, if you want a shout out or something, I don't even have much followers, but if you want a shout out for me, don't come for me negatively. I am not shouting out no negative stuff. You be like, oh, you a shrill. I don't even know what that means. If you saying something about me and I'm a regular person just doing this for free, you know what I'm saying? Just giving out my opinion, because I feel like when I look at stuff, I did this on my Instagram stuff. A lot of people that I had followers, like a just small group of people, they don't care about the stuff. So I just put this out for people that cares. You know, whoever cares or has the same kind of ideology that we're seeing, this is for that. It's not for other people. Like, I'm not here to be like, oh, you know, I'm just like, yeah, you don't go away. What you wanted me to shout you out or something? I don't have much followers. What you want out of me? What you want me not to get? You don't want me to grow? I'm pretty sure I'm not going to grow as big as Jaguar Wright in 1 week, okay? I'm pretty sure that ain't never going to happen. So don't worry about me, okay? And y'all don't have to do all that extra stuff, because it's not something I care about. Like, I'm not interested, you know? And there's no fear here, because I'm a Capricorn. It ain't happening. You ain't never going to get that out of me. I help, like, I invented, you know, the fear tactic. I always try to get, like, you don't want to play with me. So, like, so if somebody's gonna use me on me, like, it ain't gonna happen. I don't live off that Freddy Krueger stuff. I look at that and I challenge it. So yeah, leave me alone. And on top of that, if you want me to shout you out and you want whatever I got, then be cool, or just be like, hey, I got a page. I don't have no problem with that. I do a whole nother video on the subscribers once I get enough people, and I'll do it. If you do have a channel, please write it in the comments. It will come, next video I do with the subscribers, it will come up, because I don't care about doing that. And on top of that, if you're going to try to do it negatively, I'm not going to mention you. I'm not even going to go do your nothing. You ain't going to get nothing out of me. I don't give that kind of energy out. But yeah, if you do have something going on and I look at the content and it got something to do with, even if it's flat earth, and I don't even get into flat earth, I don't get into round earth, flat earth, I don't think people know what the hell is going on. Only thing I know is that they know we on a grid. They have constructed a grid on us. That's why when you go to Google Maps and all that, they got all these little roads and all these triangles, you know, all these, it is a grid. We living on a grid and they designed it. Anything other than that, I don't think they have any idea exactly how everything works. They're learning still, and they have a lot going on. So it's not like they got nothing going on. They got a lot of technology, they got a lot of things. They always learned how to use the free energy. I always believed in a higher power. We always know that this is all free energy based things. We're all here in existence from energy, and they just learned how to tame and tackle it and then sell it back to us. So once we learn how to use that free energy, and then people say, oh, black people didn't get their powers on, I don't even know what, you should have always had your powers. Get your powers one day. You can always get them. You just got to get all in here. You got to get on in here and the powers will be there. You ain't got to go like this and do anything. You're just going to be like, I'm good. Like, that's your power. That's your power. Take your power back. You got the power. Y'all looking for something to radiate. Just know to radiate. Do you see how the light gets turned on? Do you see like energy flying and then the light? No. The light just turns on. The energy is there. Okay? The power is there. Take it. All right? I promote positivity here. I promote greatness here. I promote anything that I feel like anybody is like, you know, going towards being a better person, because nobody's perfect, and I could have ways where it's like, oh, that's not nice, but so I try to keep that to a minimum and hopefully never display it to a point where the action person knows that I have an issue. Like, it should never even get there. But inside, I can't control inside, but I could control it coming outside of me. I tell all these disciples in here to shut the fuck up. I'm like, shut up. All these people in here that talk, shut up. Go with this little chamber, feel the flow of it, and go with that. Because all this in here, all that talking, you gotta start telling people shut up, start smacking people in there. And I know it sounds a little crazy, but that's the control of your psyche. So it's not that crazy. You got a whole psychological brain in there. You should know that you should have some type of control of it. Once you got control in you know, of that, that's your power. Like, there you go. You don't need to have the wand. And trust me, these hocus pocus things, it's not really no magic. It's them actually putting in some, you know, and working and doing. Their power is done. And they are actually physically moving on things. All right? So, and a lot of people will have that ability if they would continue to shortchange us. Yeah, I don't even know why I got these clips in here, but I'm going to just go over most of these clips in here so I can just erase it. ASAP Rocky, he's being known to be talking. Look at him. He has a dress on. Isn't that cute? And look what he's throwing up. Okay. So he's all dressed up with a dress, whatever, and now he's all being Rihanna or whatever. And as I say that, I told you this guy most likely is playing Travis Scott, and the connection of that all, as they showed you a big like, oh, he's grabbing Rihanna's butt. I got pictures of Travis Scott grabbing Kylie butt on the like, what is it, like a stage, you know, when they go on the red carpet. So, and it's the exact same grab butt situation. So they blew it up with Kylie and Travis Scott. They're like, oh, he's grabbing her butt on the red carpet. And they was like at the Grammys or something. Here he goes grabbing Rihanna's butt on the stage, and then he did it again. So you see the connection, right? And maybe I'll do something on them, but people already did it. But maybe I'll do it again so I can really nail them to the coffin of that they are playing the same role. It has the same, and then mind you, with Rihanna and Kylie, seem like they always had some type of beef, because I think Rihanna dated Travis Scott, right? And then now here she, and then I think Kendall supposed to have dated A$AP Rocky. Do you see the circle? Then Rihanna and Kylie going ahead with the makeup. I think Kylie came out first, and then Rihanna came out right behind her with the Fenty. Understand that circle and the scam that they got going on, and the guy that they are dating, okay? Don't watch this show. Don't watch this show. They coming up talking about Black Lives Matter situation, throwing all this stuff up as soon as it's time. It's been going on for 8 months. We don't want it in the headlines now that your show about to come back on. How fake is these people? They giving out beef. Oh, the show about to come on. That's beef. No, we're sick of that. Figure something else out. Stop going on the same show every year if you don't like each other. How the hell you at a dinner and banquets and all that together, doing all these events together, and y'all hate, and y'all can never get along every season? Then go somewhere else. But no, they're going to promote this stupid show and have all these fake beefs popping up in the media because the show is coming out. Don't watch it. Fake news, fake news. That's what Trump would mean when he said fake news. That oil is fake. Okay? Okay. So, let's see who else I got in here. We have Tory Lanez confirming Twitter. Somebody wrote on Twitter, tell a transgender person that you love. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read it through the thing. Tell a transgender person that you love them today. We need it, right? And then Tory says, I love you, Marcus. And then put the stallion, but doesn't really put at Meg the Stallion. I don't know if that's her real ad, but that's Tory Lanez tweeting that, right? Like, I love you, Marcus, trying to be funny with the stallion, right? And then he added her again. So, you know, leave me alone when I say stuff, because at the end of the day, they're saying it as well. And they're not trying to be funny. They plant stuff, they say little truths, and they're not being truthers. This is just their scripts. Their scripts are to have them do these things. So it's all a part of the scene, all right? We just want to make sure that everybody's aware of what we got going on here, okay? All right, so Fabulous, you know, I know you don't want to keep bothering him, but trust me, this is definitely MREC. I don't care how they doing it, all right? In one of the pictures, he has like Drake's Bubble Goose on, and he's like something. Now this is a Drake line, right? The captation is a Drake line. It's all good, but he chose this captation and he chose this jacket because he knows at the end MREC say peace deuces and Bubble Gooses. Then here he go like, oh, I got the goose, like da 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 da. So connection there, right? Then mind you, he is promoting, he was like, oh, cop this. So don't think that he's not on Instagram all the time, because he's literally putting up merch and stuff like cop the family. This just recently, on Christmas, he was writing it. Then he also got the bookings. For all bookings, hit, like he's an Instagram model, okay? He got the bookings. He got the bookings in the intro. So, okay? These people work, and they be on YouTube getting cash apps, okay? And talking about people being on YouTube getting cash apps, let's just let that interlude with this guy. Okay? Where's he at? All right.
I got you. I'm going to read their names off.
This is Ibis.
Let's go. People pay attention.
This is Ibis doing cash apps.
Let's go. Y'all ready?
He got 100 people to play this game that you don't even know if a real person is even winning. People put $25 a slot, okay? And he did 2 of them. He was on here for like 5 minutes and he was off the live. Just that quick, you make money. All right? So don't tell me he can't be playing Herbo, okay? Because it only takes 2 seconds to do this role. And then they go back. And then mind you, he lives in New York. He was just on 34th Street not too long ago at the Hudson Mall. And remember, Tiana lives in Manhattan and them too. So don't think that this guy probably ain't rolling out ass himself. Because mind you, Herbo's supposed to be in jail. So he could roll out of Tiana crib and go to 34th Street with no problem. You guys gotta understand. You gotta understand that the connection of it all is that they all from New York, okay? And you can see he's playing the game. They do 2 games, they do 2 winners, then he's gone. Then it's over. Like, oh, he like, oh, congratulations, He don't really even do much talking.
Yeah, I'm Derek. Let me know what's up with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna live with him right now.
Listen to that voice.
Go live with him.
Herbo's in jail, so he could easily go out to the Hudson Mall or whatever and play this role for a little bit until Herbo comes back out. I just want you to hear his voice a little bit too, because I'm telling you, it's there. Everything's there.
Oh, all right, Lala, you in. Congratulations, people. Yo, send the DM, Derek. Let me know what's up with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna live with him right now.
All right, let's go. Go live with him.
Okay, they all from New York. It all connects. They do out here doing cash apps and little scheme, $25 a slot. Listen, they out here working, okay? They're working. Okay. So I'm just going to wrap it up. I don't really have much left. Just randomly posting this. These are the kind of people that y'all deal with. Look at that. Look how weird this is. Look, she ran around acting like she didn't know where she was going. Look at these guys. She did that on purpose, okay? And it ain't no what. This is her script. Her script was to run around with this little dress on. You didn't know a whole row of old men was going to be right there? Everything is planned and strategic, okay? Look at this. They got the faces in all of them. They made her run back and forth in front of them on purpose. All these men probably smashed at some point that day or something. Went up in her skirt. Okay? These are the sick people you're dealing with. Okay? These are some sick people and she's a part of it. She's willingly participating. Okay? Look at this lady. Okay? Biggest infiltrator of them all. I used to love her music. She, at one point, she was only claiming that she was Creole at some point. Remember, she wasn't never saying she was no African, Ethiopian, whatever she's always promoting now. She's so Ethiopian and African now. But before, she was only promoting Creole from New Orleans. And you know what kind of stuff goes on out there. They say it's the most worst slavery. And I don't believe in that stuff, but that's the script they're going to give you. That's the script they're going to give you. And that's what she represented at some point. And now look at her. Look at this. What is she doing? What is that on her? Like, come on, stop. Look at the people behind her. You think this person is a nice person still? Not at all, okay? Agendas. This, I don't know if it's photoshopped or not. They said homeboy had a 1, 2, 3. He had an iPhone 12. This boy's supposed to have been dead already. I don't know if it's photoshopped or not. But if it wasn't photoshopped, then it's clear right there that he took this picture after he was dead. This guy. Because he got the iPhone 12, whatever, the iPhone 11. So, let's see what else we got in here. All the scams and scandals. All the scams and scandals, okay? Hilarious. Are y'all serious with this crap? They say it's going to be a dark winter. Now, mind you, not too long ago, my whole block went dark. Like, I was like, first I thought it was just this crib. I was like, yo, the landlord really going to cut all the heat and stuff off. It's cold. And it got real cold. It took like hours for the light. I look outside the window. My whole block is out. The whole block is out. Dark as hell out there, yo. I said, what's going on? Even my landlord came upstairs like, oh, are y'all okay? I looked this everybody, the whole block. So dark winter, just be careful. They might turn the power out on everybody. And get wild. Okay? I gotta hurry up. It's gonna die out on me. And don't believe this for 1 second. I covered all up, but you know what he was doing here. Don't even look like the same person. Okay? A lot of weird stuff going on here. Don't believe it. Like, why would we be sitting there watching them do this? Like, just do it. Like, what are they promoting here? All right? They want some money back off of that. They know somebody's going to fall for it. They know people are going to fall for this stuff. Because it's people that's really getting sick and things like that. And I'm not saying that they're not pushing out strains. They pushed out AIDS. They pushed out cancer. They pushing out stuff. So you got to just be healthy with your immune system as much as you can. People that's not protecting their immune system is most people that's going to be falling victim to it. But don't think for 1 second that these vaccines is the answer. The vaccines are never the answer. They're injecting you with this stuff and they don't mean that you can't get it. So once he took the vaccine, why didn't he take his mask off? He still had the mask on after the vaccine. Ain't the whole purpose of taking the vaccine is to take, like, now you're good, right? Take your mask off. You're great now, right? No, they still got to do the same procedures of the mask and the 6 feet. So if that's the case, what the hell is the point of getting injected if we still got to follow the same procedures? Okay. Just wanted to show you that this family is the biggest infiltrating family. And look, these people ain't related. None of these people are related. They all foster people and stuff. With handlers and things like that, okay? Right? Look at this. Y'all keep talking about Kylie looks like her daughter. No, she doesn't. Kylie daughter looks like a... When they put those side-by-side pictures, it's because they look for pictures that help alter it. That picture they put up of her looking like her daughter, does she look like that? No. So I don't know where they got that picture where they look alike, because they don't look alike. She don't look like this. If you put her kid up to this, they don't look alike. So they alter pictures, okay? And I'm going to go into how they faking. Look at this. Now, you might think it's photoshopped and all that, but trust and believe, ain't nothing real about this, all right? Where's her rip? Like, where's it coming from? It never looks right. Things never look right, and I'm going to go into that. This is just the interlude that I'm going to be making a video on these women. And I'm going to show you the Tiana and all that. She went on like a yacht, like what, not even a month later after having her baby, because it was her birthday, and she was on a yacht with like a tight little bikini on, with no milk spurting out in it. When she has like milk spots in her bikini, just had a baby. There was no milk producing in there. You got these tight bikini that was, it was like the way how it was made, her breast had to be being pushed on, and no milk couldn't come out, no spots, just got a clear bikini on, just like, come on. You guys got to start paying attention to things that don't make any sense, okay? But she just had a baby, but she has like this thing that's like pulling it up and no milk is coming out, like should be spewing everywhere, okay? All right, so I don't see nothing else. I think I covered everything I could. I just always try to give you guys as much information as I can and decipher a lot of this terrible information they're pushing out, because they're terrible people. And I believe that we really do need to cancel them. And just to show you, like, I have the right to talk about Tupac and anybody and go in on them, because they do actually infiltrate real people, and people will get involved and have and look at this. This is how they live. This is how they live. They get to drive through this, and taxpayers are paying for all this, but we don't got access to this. We don't get to we don't get to ride through this. We don't got that. And who's paying for all this lights to be on? Who's paying for this? Taxpayers. But taxpayers aren't the one that get to see this. And it's very beautiful. And it's very beautiful. Okay? But guess what? Kylie went with her kid. Dre went with their kid. Who's paying? Like, they're not paying a ticket or admission. Even if so, a lot of energy is being used. I'm pretty sure that they're having taxpayers pay, like the street lights and all that. Everything pays for that. The streets. Did the streets get a bill every day? No, we're paying. Taxpayers is paying for all that beautiful Tinseltown thing they got going on, but we don't have access to it. We don't have access to the G5s. We don't have access to all that stuff that they got going on. So that's why I'm telling you to cancel them, so they can start living regular life like us, and maybe start resourcing some of the energy that they're selling out, selling water to wells, you know, free energy they're selling back to us. Maybe they start resourcing it out to us and giving us more of a nice livelihood like this, where we could go to a Tinseltown like that, and not go to a neighborhood where people are paying that in their yard. We could probably go to a nice area in Queens and see that. But we should be able to go to a Tinseltown like them and ride through it and have taxpayers pay it, but we can't see it or we can't be a part of it. We gotta go to California and live in the gated communities. Okay, cancel these people. Cancel them. Give them 0 followers, 0 likes, 0 anything. You go to their page and say suck or this, and because you know they don't care. Like can I find the stuff with Ari where she said F everybody. She said F everyone, and she don't care about no one. Okay, let me see if I can find it before I go, because it's either I go or this iPad's gonna go. You know. And I do have some more celebrity things. I do give that the most because they are the most influential to young people. And us, we really don't listen to politics. And most people in politics are smart enough to know what's going on. It's either they probably just a part of the agenda, or they're just like thinking they're super smart and that they're into these things and they're not even looking at the actual situations that's going on. But yeah, I usually go to like these celebrities and like these athletes and stuff because they're the ones that's doing the most psyops on two people. Okay. So yeah, and I got something for her too. Once they I seen, like, I feel like I got somebody for it. I know y'all guys probably won't see it, but I can't really find nobody else but this person. It's the only person that's really matching up with things, and things are kind of flowing. And it may be a little bit off, but I don't know how to do it. But trust me, I might be onto something with this one. And I'm going to try to get it together. But yeah, she's like, if it was a filter on my face in the middle of makeup like this, shut the fuck up. Y'all love trying to be funny. She like, the internet is such an evil place. Everybody's always talking about things are evil. This is just their way of being bullcrap. But they know that they're just working for evil. All people do is talk bad about other people. So sad. Even though she talks the most crap, she's just dogging out her makeup artist. So this is why I tell you, don't tell me about my opinions, because these people have their opinions and y'all be backing them up, showing them love, and they got the nastiest behaviors, and they talk about people like dogs. And the only thing I'm doing is trying to promote a better life for people, that get them out of here, because they're not giving us anything that help us. They are actually working against us, and I'm just trying to help, and you guys are coming at me sloppy. Some people, not everybody. You know, a lot of people are understanding, and people that are already know what's going on. So I'm not talking about you guys. But they do have a lot of people that comes up on my comments, and it's like, you must be working with them, or you must got feeling, you must be somewhat involved, and I feel you might be worried about your little stature in life, but it's not so bad to work like everybody else. It's not so bad to get a goddamn job and not be sitting on your butt taking pictures that don't look that great. And for some reason, you're making millions and being able to buy all these cars, which I'm telling you, all this stuff is just having you guys try to buy luxury cars to finance. And you have a great job and you're financing all that, and you need a new car. That's all they're trying to promote, is for you guys to do that. They're not paying for any of this stuff. They're getting all this stuff for free, the watches and all that, so it could be promoted. So they could be like, oh, you better catch up. Like, no, we don't. Buy a Ford, okay? A nice Ford or something like that. You don't need no this and that. And that's so fine, but I'm telling you, it's all a scam to keep you on a payment plan, okay? Can't take it, bitch. I be on home dying laughing on my son. You think I give a F about y'all in real life? Okay. She's telling you, can't take it. Like, you can't take it like how she dish it. Bitch, I be at home dying laughing on my son, because it ain't her goddamn son. So it's on him that she's laughing. You think I give a F about y'all in real life? They're telling you, this is all a role. And she laughs because in real life, this ain't got nothing to do with her. This is her role. Meanwhile, your baby daddy be at my home beating off to my pictures. Which, I mean, if he likes transvestites, I guess so. Like, I don't know. Like, what y'all see in that stupid look that she got going on. And when I tell y'all who she is, y'all going, who I believe, my opinion of who she is, you're going to see she ain't all that, and it will make sense after that, okay? Yeah, so that's all I got for you guys today. So, yeah, I'm trying to work on my next video. I think it's going to be a Lala Anthony, because I already had an idea of who she was, and I was just waiting. Sometimes I don't like, when they couples and stuff, I don't like to really do stuff, and I'll be like, well, what am I going to do with the couple, with the guy? But I believe I supposed to MC, he did a video of her the boyfriend of who I believe she plays character of. So now I know that we see who he is. I'm going to do now Lala because I believe that she plays that role. And if you could put two and two together, you'll figure it out. But I'm going to do the video anyway. That should be my next one. And then I do have some stuff that I want to recycle. But because I keep finding new things, I keep pushing the old videos that already been done. And also, I probably will start doing videos where you guys give suggestions, but I don't really see it. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do like a video where it's like, oh, commenters' opinions, and put stuff together and see if it works for you guys. But I don't want to put my name on it. It's not going to be a Candace Michelle opinion. It's going to be a Candace Michelle views of her commenters' opinion. And I would like to try to do some videos where you guys are suggesting things, and we'll see how that goes. And I do have something with Nipsey coming up too. Nipsey, I believe he maybe had played by another person. I'm not sure if he fully was played by this person or they played different roles, but common sense. Common sense, the guy that they showed today, or when he died, was not this guy. And I'm going to do a video on this because I'm telling you, this guy right here might have been a Nipsey that y'all grew up with, but the one that died and stuff, he don't look or sound like this guy right here. So I don't know how somebody could just change that drastically in their life, where they just, it's like he kind of looks the same, kind of, and I don't know how they doing it. And I'm going to show you some characters that might have played the Nipsey once he got to that stage. But this one right here, when they started interviewing him and stuff, I think he was played by somebody else, and then they interlude these characters, and they could be played by different people. But I'm going to get into that too. So like, share, and subscribe. Guys, I'm done. I'm out of here. Share. Try to start doing some flyers or whatever, like whatever you got to do to get the word out that we do need to start canceling these people and not dealing with them at all, because all they're doing is infiltrating and starting causing trouble in our lives. I did want to show you one, like, why I believe. Yeah, I did want to show you guys why I feel like when I was talking about Tupac, I was like a big Tupac fan, okay? Like, and I had plenty of flyers in. I'm not going to find it right now. It was in my closet because I took everything down a long time ago. It was in like my older room, but I kept it. And as you can see, I have like a bunch of old movies and DVDs. And I'm just going to find, look, right here, right? This is the Tupac section, right? Don't know, all these are like Tupac movies and bootlegs, right? Mind you, I have a piece of paper under it, right? Because this was the paper under the mystery of trying to figure out who killed Tupac and Biggie. And I literally took down notes. This is like from years ago. This is years ago, okay? I was writing notes down because I was going to ride on whoever took Tupac out. I was trying to figure it out. I don't know what I was going to do, but I wanted to figure it out because I was really on like, yo, that's God, that's law right there, right? So it's disgusting to know this is all a, scam. And imagine somebody investing themselves into figuring out how he died and what happened to him when he was living his life overseas playing a kill or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine how disgusted you could be when you see the early footage of a kill, knowing for a fact that I don't care about the old footage, the early footage of a kill, he can't deny that. He can't deny that wasn't Tupac being played. Like, I don't know what they doing with the gray hair guy, but the guy, that younger guy, I'll probably do with Tupac, I don't know, we'll see. But just know that I was invested and involved in just to read some stuff. Like, look, literally like right here, you see like, say Quad Studios, November 1994, Gangster Life Before Death. I'm like, I got like literally Anderson's name written down. Anderson was set up by, like, I'm literally like going in it, like white Cadillac, 44 Cadillac. Like, I'm going hard, right? MCG, Tyson fight. I'm like, where's that? Oh my God. whatever. Like, yeah. Anyway, look at the bottom where I said, I'm like, beef began. I'm gonna read it. Beef began because Tupac schooled these niggas about shit. Big's first album came out sounding a lot like Pop, but Big never shouted Pac out on his shit. No shout out, no nothing. Now, what the hell am I talking about? You know, look at the kind of investments. Can't cancel these people. Don't tell me why I do it. Because when you think that you care about stuff and you're a righteous person and you have to find these people, and mind you, this is old. Like, look how dirty and old it is. All right? I'm digging stuff out for you people. Just to show you how I'm going to do what I do. And I invest my time. Whoever's popping chunk about me, did you ever come and say, hey, don't do all that, don't, because it's bullshit. Then I would have been not so mad, but you got me buying stuff, investing in stuff, I want my money back. Akil better watch out when if I ever see him, because he going to have to pay for some of this stuff. Like, and I can't get none of that time back, and I can't get none of that emotion back when I dropped down when he died and was hugging the TV. Like, I can't get none of that back. But at the end of the day, like, share, subscribe, and cancel these people. Don't invest in them. Don't believe nothing they say. Don't be like, oh, how they do it, because they do it. And we're never going to know everything unless you're a part of it. And then once you're a part of it, you're going to really tell us what's going on? No, right? So like, share, subscribe, and I'm out. Have a good night.